I swear life is a roller coaster. Speeding in and out of lanes, I can't get pulled over. I speak reality like when an addict gets sober. Knowledge infinite, so my quest is never over. Hopping in and out of Range Rovers, blowing my trees. Yes, indeed, the type of situations I need. I love the breach, but I could never get with the greed. The car into your red guts like when pussy bleed. How you expect like the growth?
Yeah. Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome to Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Spit nothing but jewels, you heard? I be your host, Mason the Mike.
I'm your host, man. That's Leo.
That's a fact, guys. Welcome to episode 85.
Welcome to episode 85, y'all.
Yeah.
Man, what's good, y'all? What's good,
Everything good, man. You
Yo,
know?
how y'all?
I'm good. Yo, first off, man, we got our guest. What
That's
you mean?
a fact.
How
That's
y'all?
a fact. Man. Wait, hold on, man. Well, my boy Calvin, man. We got our boy Calvin in the building,
What's
man.
up?
That's a fact, man. Special guest.
Appreciate
So
it.
first off, man, I want to start off. How was your week so far, Mace?
My week, it was very productive, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Got my gym in two
gym
times this week. Made some money.
Swole on.
Yeah. Nah, real talk. I haven't been in the gym probably in like a couple months.
I haven't been to the gym in like 2 years, probably.
Nah,
like a year
bro,
or two.
I just started looking in the mirror, feeling my chest, and like, it's too soft.
Yeah.
It's too soft. Like, I was like, nah, I gotta get these gains on. I had to go
get these gains.
Yo, bro, I would wake up early in the morning to go to the gym, but I haven't been doing that, so I would go to the gym during my lunch break.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta do that.
Yeah.
That's a fact, man.
Just to get back in the rhythm. You
Just
feel
like
me?
that.
Like,
Just to get back.
How was your week, brother?
My week was good. Can't complain at all.
That's a fact.
You
That's
know?
a fact, man. I had a good week. Yo, first week on a new job. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
first
yeah,
week on a
yeah.
new job, people. I left my old job. Yo, y'all know I be going on my rants, man. Like I finally left that shit. I got into a field like, even though it's not we're trying to be electricians. Like that's what we in school for right now.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like I got a job in an electrical supply warehouse.
Nice.
So even though it's not an exact electrician job, it's something to build up my background.
Exactly,
So,
like I was telling
I mean,
you,
get
with
me
the
more
material,
familiar with the material.
materials and
Yo, it's a
everything.
lot of shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
it's a lot of shit. So like that was definitely cool. Like it's definitely been an alright week. That's a fact.
Yeah.
So man, let's get into it, man. Like, thank you, my brother,
Yeah,
for
thank you
coming
for
through,
popping
man.
out.
We really
Absolutely.
appreciate you popping out,
Yeah.
man. Thank you
I
for taking the
appreciate y'all.
time.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yo,
I
we're gonna get
appreciate
into
y'all.
it. That's a fact. We're gonna definitely get into it. So I want to start it off like this.
Okay.
So, what is Kalviari?
So, Kalviari, which I explained to you guys before, it's a mashup of my name mixed with caviar, and the Ari is a reference to Ferrari. So, the overall meaning of Kalviari is following your dreams using your God-given talents. But in the same sense, it's like you want to attain certain things in your life that we were told that we couldn't get. So, caviar is something we never tasted before.
Facts. That's a fact. I never had that shit.
Yeah,
A
no, I
Ferrari,
never
a
had
Ferrari
that.
is something we never drove before.
Never.
Yeah,
I never
never.
have.
So
Yet.
that's what the dream is. And you know, like following your dreams using your God-given talents, we discover our God-given talents through certain situations in life that we encounter. And it's like, you know, it's not something that you know automatically. It comes with time. And, you know, overall that's what it really means. Yeah, most definitely.
That's a fact. I like that. I definitely like that.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause what I liked what you said about is how it's driven by your God-given talent and
Yeah.
also through your life situations that you dealt with to build your character.
Absolutely.
And you know that brings us into our next question about who is the man behind the brand. Tell our audience about yourself.
yeah, facts.
You know,
Who's
I'm
Calvin?
Facts.
That's a fact. Who's Calvin, man?
well, first of all, my spirit animal is a wolf. And that's the whole reason why the premise behind the brand is based off wolves. And like, you know, I've always loved art. You know, as a child, I used to randomly paint things and do all types of things, and music. I played the piano since I was 12 years old. You know, so I love music.
That's
and
dope,
Dance.
that's
like
dope.
I used to dance professionally. Like I was like,
Word.
I was prodigy.
Are you serious?
My son.
Hold
my
on,
son.
hold on,
Okay.
hold on,
I used to do
My
ballet
son-
and all that.
That's what's up, yo. That's
wow.
dope. That's different, yo.
Yeah.
That's really
Yeah.
different, man. Because, like being like, yo, being like involved in piano at a young age
Yep.
and getting in your, it's dope that your parents got you involved in modern dance. Oh, your grandmother?
okay, wow,
That's
yeah.
dope. That's dope. That's a fact, man. Yo, God bless her, man. That's a fact. So, like, when you was doing that, like how did you like it immediately? Did you like it immediately,
Piano,
or
right?
Yeah, I loved it. And then on top of that, I was very diverse because I was around people that wasn't the same as me. So it was like I was experiencing things that was outside of the box, but I was still able to adjust to my environment. And I feel like that's very important. You know, like the youth nowadays, they know how to do that easier than we did. Because we grew up in different times.
Yes.
Now it's like everything is diverse. But when we were growing up, everything wasn't particularly like that.
No.
You know? So it's definitely something that the experience was definitely life changing for me. You know, overall, like, and just being in that stage, being in front of people, playing the piano, dancing, doing dance.
Was you doing it for church?
Nah, it wasn't even church. Even though we won the McDonald's Gospel Fest.
Oh.
With the dance school I was with, we won the McDonald's Gospel Fest.
What's the name of the
I
dance
remember
school?
that. I remember that gospel fest thing. I never been, but I remember that.
The dance school is called 5, 6, 7, 8 Dance. It's based in Levittown, New York. And you know, I got discovered through my elementary school teacher. Her daughter had the dance school. You know, she told my grandmother, "Oh, bring him to our school," and then that's where it went from there.
Okay. And did she like did she like manage you or anything? Did your teacher have something to do?
Right.
Or it was just strictly your grandmother? Like after that, like
My grandmother, she funded a lot of the things that I was able to do, man. Like, and on top of that, you know, we had to buy costumes, this and that. She just wanted me to stay off the streets.
that's a fact.
You know what I mean?
So,
I grew up in Hempstead.
Okay. I was just about to ask you, because it's Strong Island heavy in the building.
Definitely.
We represent out there. L.I. till we die. You know what I mean? Big fact. So Hempstead, the Stead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's a fact, man. Shout out to the Stead, man. Yo, we was at we was wilding at the terminal. You know what I'm saying? We made a video of us just wild. You just
Drew
like
Talk on the Streets
Drew Talk on the
episode.
Streets episode. You know what I mean? Just wilding at the terminal, just having fun, interacting with the people and shit like that. So that's a fact, man. Shout out to Hempstead, man. We definitely love Hempstead.
Yeah, it's definitely, you know, Hempstead is a melting pot of a lot of successful people.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't realize it, but a lot of successful people
Came out of Hempstead. Yo, I know the old school
Hempstead,
history.
Roosevelt.
Yo, Hempstead, Roosevelt, all that. But yo, wait, Hempstead specifically. Yo, I'm gonna take it back. Granddaddy IU, A plus,
My father knew him. Yeah.
A plus. You know what I'm saying? Like mad people from Hempstead, and I forgot the new this new rapper that's bubbling. Like I think he's from Parkside. I forgot his name. Huh?
You talking about Child?
I think so. I think that Chow Lee.
Dude, that's what with Cash Cobain. He's from Uniondale and Hempstead. I know that for a fact.
Yo, and it's another dude. Yo, I forgot his name. I remember Darius said it. He's another dude that like he's getting popular too.
When we
was interviewing Darius, I forgot his name, yo. But that's a fact, man. That's a fact.
Yeah, it's a lot of talent coming out of there, man.
And like, so growing up, like was it was it just it was just you and your mom? You had your or you grew up with your mother and
I grew up with my grandmother. I grew up on, you know, right around the corner from Parkside, Martin Luther King Drive. You know.
Is that, and let me ask you this. My fault. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but yo, that's like that's called D Block, right? Like that's D Block. That's because as a kid growing up, I always heard about that projects right there, like D Block. That's a fact.
The one right there.
Right there, right there. Yeah, bro. I remember I caught weed there a couple times.
I've been I delivered food over there.
Bro, that's a fact. I always heard about, and I remember like growing up, we used to go to parties and shit. The D Block niggas say you'd be parties in the stab, been to a couple house parties and that shit get shot up. You know what I mean? You already know how that shit go.
And you know, people don't even realize every state in the United States has a Martin Luther King Drive.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's somewhat hood.
That's and Malcolm X and a Malcolm X Boulevard.
Why they gotta do that? Why they gotta do that?
It's not necessarily their fault, but they do.
The infrastructure of it, like you put the whole name
in the ghettos and shit.
You put it in the ghettos, like to remind us.
Yeah,
you still in the hood. Like
well, name after y'all leaders. You know what I'm saying?
But we can change that. We're on the road to changing things.
That's a fact.
As long as we have people like us that's trying to do things outside the box and not trying to just do hood shit.
Yeah.
Did you get involved in the streets?
No, not really.
That's good. That's good.
I could have got pulled in easily, but I didn't. Because I was too busy. I was too busy doing all types.
That's good. Your grandmother kept you right on track.
Yeah,
that's a blessing. Facts.
That's
hell yeah, man.
I appreciate her for everything she did.
That's a fact. That is a fact. So, like you were saying, at what age did you start doing art specifically? Like
art? Like, all right, so with clothing, I started doing custom clothes in high school.
I want to say like drawing. I want to start from the beginning.
So in like 6th grade, 5th, 6th grade, I was drawing Dragon Ball Z. I was drawing Gohan. I was drawing that type of shit.
So he's reading the manga and stuff like that.
Yeah, so
I used to love anime head. That's a fact, man. Cause that's right up Maceo alley, man. Because like we was talking off camera before, man. Like that's a fact. Maceo is a super anime head.
But the thing is, he said he was drawing Dragon Ball Z and all these characters, and that's difficult to kind of draw. You got to get the details in.
Bro, I tried. I used to try.
It was like
hell yeah.
Vegeta's hairline was crazy.
I used to try to draw those facts.
So that really like is like a hobby for you?
Absolutely, yeah. That's why I first started drawing. That's why I first started getting into art. And I was just like, you know what? I could draw these characters, and I used to draw them, all the time. And we were so influenced by all that type of stuff. Pokemon cards, all that type of things. It was beautiful back then, man.
Facts. Now we had the good shows back then. We definitely had the good shows.
We did.
That's the golden era of
TV. That's a fact. Hell yeah.
We watching Nick at Night.
Hell yeah.
Watching Nick at Night.
Watching Adult Swim. Watching Robot Chicken.
Hell yeah. Oh man, Robot Chicken's my shit. That's a fact. I was my shit. Jokes. Still jokes. That's a fact. So, alright, you started off drawing anime and stuff like that. So now, when did you get into painting? Like what did you develop your style into? What kind of style are you developing?
That's what I was about to get into. Right. So once I got into high school, me and my boy Joe Black, he's actually one of the co-owners of this brand called Gas NYC.
I've seen that. I've seen that brand. I've seen that brand.
What's his name?
His name is Joe Black.
Joe Black.
But he me and him, we used to do like custom clothes, where we used to take the fabric paint and just splatter it all types of shit, and then use stencils, and we was doing it for a hot second. It was called Flying Focus. So we had that going on in high school. We was selling clothes in high school or whatever, and we even
went to Hempstead High.
Yeah, we went to Hempstead High. We put our stuff in the fashion show. We was lit.
Facts.
So that was really the doors that broke us into, it broke me into fashion. And, the whole creativity aspect of things of just splattering paint. Like, I love that. It was fun.
I'm not gonna lie. I get kind of puzzled when I see the splatter paintings, because it's like, are you just literally just getting a brush and just splattering on it, or you're kind of doing it in like...
It all depends. You can do it different ways. You can splatter the paint. You can take a toothbrush and do that. It's all types of different ways you can go about it.
Because that could go, because those type of paintings can go for money.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, I be trying to have an understanding of it, and I'm like, I don't be seeing.
Think about it on clothing. You can see what gallery department. Look at their clothes.
Nah, hell yeah,
They sell t-shirts for $250,
bro.
But mind you, I've been doing this shit since 6-7 years ago. That was my first shirt. I'm throwing paint splatter on shit.
Facts.
Crazy.
That's a fact.
Crazy.
That's a fact.
So, with as you was growing up, what's the brands that you actually fucked with?
Well, my favorite brand is Versace.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. How would you get fly? My
favorite
what
brand
was your way
is
to get fly growing
Gianni
up?
Versace is my idol.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? But I like Louis Vuitton.
So you're really a designer.
Yeah.
High designer boy.
Yeah, but I also like the little brands. I like Stussy. I was in the streetwear early.
Hell yeah.
Because there was this store called, it was called East West. It was in Long Island in Westbury. And they had all the streetwear brands. They had Stussy, they had Supreme, they had 10 Deep, the Hundreds.
I know. I remember all those brands when I was a kid, bro. That's a fact.
And I was into that. So I used to go to the store every week to buy a t-shirt to go out in. So when I used to go out to parties, I used to rock streetwear from LA. that a lot of people didn't know about.
Nah,
so
that's a fact.
I would be rocking a 100 shirt, and people be, oh, that's fire, with the little bomb on it. People ain't even know what that was.
Facts.
But I was rocking it before it got lit, you know, so I was picking his brain. I was like, yo, like, you know, what can I do to start a clothing brand? He used to talk to me, and, you know, I picked up little things here and there from him, and just going in the store all the time. They had pop-up shops. They had Bun B over there. Like,
That's a fact.
I see a lot of pop-up shops you've been getting into, like
Bro.
going to. How, like, tell me about those experiences.
I mean, doing a pop-up shop is definitely, like, it's something that's necessary. Like, it's something that's necessary for anybody who has a clothing brand, period. Because that's when you can get out. That's when you can reach the people. That's when you can touch the people. That's when you can interact the most. So doing a pop-up shop is when that's really like your experiment for your brand. You know, if you can get enough people to buy $20 t-shirts from you, you know, and you sell out of all the t-shirts that you come to that pop-up with, you won.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And it's hard.
I was
It's
about
not
to say,
easy.
get into I want to hear your first experience and get into
Like, I kind of want to get back, like, my fault. I kind of want to just
you
get
good.
back into, like, talking about more, like, the brand, like, you know, brands you, like, was into growing up and stuff like that. Because, I was into, like I said, I was a graffiti kid growing up. So, like, yo, I was really into graffiti art and stuff like that. Like, I always wanted to, like, be a bomber and shit, but I was just too young and shit like that. I was too young.
So being that you're going into that, my brand is also influenced by 80s art. So Keith Haring, Basquiat,
Yes, I know all those
Andy
names.
Warhol.
Facts.
I wanted to incorporate that
And
into
you told
my
us that
brand.
before. You told us that before.
And the first logo I ever made is a wolf with a Basquiat crown tilted. And the reason why I put the Basquiat...
Same old wolf.
Yeah, same old wolf. Yeah. So the reason why I put the Basquiat crown tilted is because all kings are not perfect. We have to go through things in order to get to where we want to be. So the tilted crown is, you know, we bang our head a couple of times. You know, if we had a straight crown, we'd be just straightforward, like the parliament, everything, and
Facts.
you know, whatever. But us as black kings, we go through different things that we have to bump our heads. We often have to figure out our lives on our own.
It's
no guidance.
It's 100. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I've been told this when I was a kid. Like, because we're black, it's like 10 times harder for us to navigate through the world than it is like other people.
All the time.
It is, and like, so I really feel that, and it hit me when you said the tilted crown. Like, that was really deep when you said that, because like you said, like, nobody's perfect, and you know what I mean, and like, we have to bump our heads to get where we go. We have to make a lot of mistakes. We have to fail a couple of times to get
you said no
get
guidance.
To that W. And no guidance. It's really not a lot of guidance, bro. We do
it's
have
like
to figure out a lot of shit.
You have to
You
learn how
do,
to fend for yourself.
No
That's a
pun
fact.
intended, but they throw us to the wolves. And they throw us to the wolves, and we gotta figure it out.
That's a
You know
fact.
what I mean? Like, it's crazy, man. And I went through this, and everyone goes through it. You know, like, and we don't grow up with mentors. You know, other cultures sometimes they have a blueprint for what they.
Nah, they do.
Where we come from, sometimes it's just, you know,
you gotta figure it out.
The grandmother raising you, the grandparent, like, it's all types of different things going on, so it makes it even harder for us.
I think it's like needs to be more of like conversations of like, we had this talk before, Miles, where it's like conversation as in like a father sitting down with their children and actually kind of picking their brains.
Picking the brain, see where your child is at, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like the actual one-on-one time, you know what I mean? To actually have a good conversation.
That's
and
a
see where
fact.
they're headed.
Nah, that's really for real. Nah, because I feel like yo, growing up, like, yo, I feel like because like our pops was like, you know, he would work and stuff like that, but you know, he was also doing other shit. So you know what I mean? We feel like, yo, like, if he, like, even though he provided, like, you know what I mean, we still needed him to. He wasn't really like always like seeing. He didn't really know what was going on and shit like that. He just, you know what I mean, did his own thing. So I feel like if he was more involved, like, with you know, with the, you know, seeing where I was at, like where I can go to, like, cause I didn't really run to. We ran with our mom to everything. You already know, like, your mom can't raise a man. You know what I'm saying? Your mom can't raise a man. Even though our mom, like, she did our hard arts and stuff like that, but you really need, like you said, like you really need that man's guidance and stuff like that to really navigate you, and even vice versa. You know what I mean? There's women out there that don't have like that woman role model to like teach them really how to be a woman and navigate through this world as well. That's a fact.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But like we deal with that in our
in our culture.
I was being black people and stuff like that.
And hopefully, I hope that
slavery, shit like that, slavery. You know what I mean?
It's harder for us, man. Like we go through a lot more than a lot of other people, period. So we gotta pick ourselves up in different ways, for the most part.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's definitely a fact. And like, so like, I want to get into like you said, you brung up Basquiat and Andy Warhol. Who put you onto them? How did you get involved in those names and stuff like that?
Honestly, just doing my own research. I was in art already, and then I just started like watching art documentaries, and Basquiat kept coming up. And mind you, this is before he even got repopularized. Like, so I was
Jay-Z and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I was looking into the things before Jay-Z even, started talking about it.
That's a fact. When I was a kid, I heard about him when I was a kid from the graffiti, just being a graffiti head.
So then I watched his documentary. I watched a movie about him. I was like, yo, this is fire. Like Basquiat is official. And then I did more research into the other people that was around him. So I did more research around Warhol and Keith Haring. And Keith Haring is dope.
Yes.
He had his own form of
art. The Crack is Whack mural is still there. You can drive by that on the FDR.
And nobody has vandalized that. And it's crazy.
That's saying something.
And saying a lot. It's respect. And that's what comes with art. With certain levels of art, you got to have a certain respect. And people will respect you if you do art at a high level. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are not able to do that. So those artists are just, the blueprint of what art should be, period.
Now, how did you develop your own sense of style when it comes to producing your own clothing? Yeah. That's why I really want to get into, because I feel like that's tricky.
Hold on. I want to, before we even, get into that, I want to, how did you develop your sense of style, with getting fly and stuff like that? Because I'm into even though I may not be the flies, but I know about a lot of fly shit. So I know you a fly dude. You know what I'm saying? So I like to hear because how I got into getting into clothes and stuff like that was, I'm not gonna lie, being made fun of my shit. That's how I got into it.
USPA, bro.
Yeah, I used to wear a USPA and all that shit.
Yo, he used to have this watermelon color,
I used to have the one that niggas cut my ass.
He thought he was so fly.
I thought I was fly, bro.
He said, yo, Ma, thank you. Ma, thank you.
I was like, yo, I thought I was fly. Nah. They said, no, it ain't Ralph, though. And that shit made me a low head.
I'm wearing the AirPod style. I'm wearing so many other stuff.
So how did you develop your style in that sense and know how to dress?
Yeah. So honestly, I remember I used to wear the Sean John velour suits when I was in 6th grade.
I like to hear that.
I was watching Mace video. I'm like, yo, I want to look just like Mace, because Mace was my favorite rapper. So I'm like, yo, I want to be just like
I was just bumping him yesterday. This is crazy. I'm bumping him to yesterday.
I'm like, yo, they wearing velour suits. Graham, let's go to Macy's and get the velour suit that Sean John. And I had the Rockaway overall, jean jacket.
I used to fiend for FUBU, bro. When I was a kid, remember, we used to go to VIM on Jamaica Avenue. Go get the FUBU on Jamaica Avenue, son. That's a fact.
I had all the FUBU jerseys. I remember I had a yellow and navy blue FUBU jersey. I used to get all the platinum FUBU stuff. Shit.
Yeah, yo, I missed that shit.
That shit was fire too.
That shit was dope. That shit was dope. That shit is dope.
I'm like, yo, I actually tied for best dress when I was in high school.
Oh shit.
He been fly, y'all. He been fly. He been fly. That's a fact.
So I ain't win, but we tied though.
That's a fact.
Y'all tied?
Tied.
It was a tie.
That's a fact, man. Hey, man. Yo. Sometimes, two fly niggas, and you can't choose.
Yeah.
You don't know which one.
Yo, you gotta respect it, man. Yo, we gotta respect each other's flyness. And I feel you because, like I said, man, it taught me I paid attention growing up, even though I was young and shit like that, cause we're not too old. How old are you?
I'm 33.
You're 33?
Yeah.
Bro, you look younger. I'm thinking you like
younger than
25, you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Where yo, I'm 25, bro.
Yeah.
So I really paid attention. I really paid attention growing up to the music and the surroundings. I'm a big hip hop head, you know what I'm saying? So like like you said, bro, I wanted all that shit. And like I said, with the whole thing getting into low and stuff like that, that's when I started to get into a little bit of designer. Like Ralph Lauren is my designer idol. Yeah, listen to Smoke DZA and shit like that.
Smoke DZA, seeing him.
Yo, that's a fact. But now, like, definitely, like, now I want to get into like, yo, how after the Flying Focus, like, how did you get into want to develop your style, like, with Kalviari? Like, how did that happen?
A couple years later, like I didn't try to do it right away, but a couple years later, maybe like 4 or 5 years down the line, I did like a clothing brand called Foreign Exchange. And it had 2 X's in it, and I had a shirt that said, "If it's not foreign, it's boring." Because I was driving like a Mercedes at the time. So
Okay,
like,
okay.
That's the type of lane I was on.
I feel you.
Time.
I feel you.
Right.
So the Foreign Exchange thing kind of didn't hit for me because it sounded too much like Armani Exchange. So I was like, that's kind of weak.
Yeah.
And, I didn't want to like keep rolling with it, and it didn't really take off. So, a couple years after that, I just kind of focused on like, what can I do to incorporate my name into this? Because at the end of the day, I want to create something that's like, I'm gonna keep doing even if it doesn't pop off. So that's when I started trying to come up with a name that involved my name, I guess. And that's how I came up with the whole Kalviari thing. Because I was going to do Kalviar, but then I added the Ari to it because I was like, I like Ferrari. You know what I mean? Like, they're nice cars. So, and then I kind of just entwined everything into that, and then the wolf part. I was like, this is a good, business plan, and it worked out.
That's a fact.
It worked out, definitely.
That's a fact. And so, when exactly, did you get, do you have everything like LOC'd out?
Yeah,
solidified.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's a fact. So all right, when did you do that? Like, cause we just trademarked. We just finally trademarked Jewel Talk. So now we own that trademark
That's
name.
what you have to do.
Yeah.
Now we're trying to work on the LLC.
When you go to Google, you wanna type that in, and you want that to be automatically y'all shit come up.
So how long? So, and what year did you officially create Kalviari? What year was that?
Really?
You said you've been doing it for 6 years, right? So that's around like
2016. Well, really, I started in 2016, so I don't know if I got the years right.
wow, that's like a year after we started Jewel Talk.
Yeah,
so
year before.
Year before? Oh, that's the year before? Okay.
2016 was definitely the year that I started out, so.
That's dope. That's definitely dope, man. And like, so with that, what I wanted to talk about, what is the struggles like you went through with getting your clothing line started? Yeah, we're starting.
So the struggles you'll have starting a clothing brand is you don't want to sit on merchandise. So when you start out, you want to start out with a certain amount of shirts, but you want to start out with something simple.
Right.
But you want to start out with something that's just one design, several sizes, but you don't want to get to the point where you're sitting on merchandise.
Yeah.
Then that's when you start losing money.
Facts.
And that's when you can lose your drive, you can lose your focus, and that's not how you want to start out your clothing brand. You want to start your clothing brand at a point where you feel like, I can sell these shirts. You start with a simple design, and you grow from that. You don't want to sit there and do multiple designs in the beginning and just sit on merchandise because it's just
a waste of money. Facts.
It's gonna discourage you.
Yeah. Facts.
So how many, like, for your first drop, was it T-shirts, sweatpants, sweatsuits?
My first drop was just black and white T-shirts. Matter of fact, it was white T-shirts with a black design.
Gotcha. Simple.
That's it.
Yeah. Facts.
And I sold them, and I got like the little. I went to Walmart. I bought these little plastic things, stuffed the T-shirts in those, put my logo on it, and sold them. And that was it.
How many units you sold?
I don't even know. I know I started my first. Well, the first thing I ever did was snapback hats. And I did hats first. And what I did was I had a box of hats, and I drove around and I gave the hats out to people I knew from my hood that was like,
Gotcha.
That was cool with everybody. So I was
Facts.
like, yeah, take this out, take this out.
Get the
take this
local
out.
love. You know what I'm
And
saying?
that was it. I wasn't even selling the hats at first.
Facts.
Then I made the T-shirt after the hats.
After some people gave you some good comments.
Facts.
And
Okay.
then I gave out the T-shirts. So the T-shirts had a design on the front and a design on the back. And I had the 88 on the back with the same old wolf. So same old wolf is what Basquiat went as when he was trying to find himself or whatever. Like, and he used to do graffiti around the city that said same old.
Yeah,
So
same
he
old
would-
shit. That's what
He would do quotes and then put same old at the end.
Yeah.
So I put that as me finding myself. And 88 is the year that Basquiat died, but that's also the year that I was born. So it was like a rebirth. So that's like how I tied that in, you know. And the wolf is like it's based on the Cherokee Indian folklore, the good and the bad wolf. But my wolf is basically like a combination of the good and the bad wolf. Because in these times, you need good and bad to be able to survive in modern day times. So it's like a whole premise behind it.
yin and yang. Yeah, like you said, good and bad.
You need a balance. You need good and bad. You need to be strong. You need, you know, you can't just be a pushover, because in life you'll be a pushover.
We're gonna we can like redo that part.
Yeah, it's recording.
So my fault, y'all. Apologies, the camera went off. Like, can you get back into that? Real quick.
Yeah.
So explaining, like, you explain from the same you said
After the
same
rebirth.
old. Yeah, after the rebirth.
Yeah, so it's basically like a rebirth of same old. It's a rebirth of Basquiat, and that's what I was like, you know, kind of just basing myself off of, you know, and that's the whole premise behind how I got started with the brand, you know, and it's a good storyline. It's like something that a lot
Gives
of
more
people,
true meaning.
yeah, it has more meaning to it. It's not just based on some nonsense.
Honestly, I be feeling like that's how, in my opinion, that's how I feel like the best brands survive. Because it gives it more of like a story. You feel me what I'm saying? It's like not just somebody that just decided just to, you know, start their own business and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? There's stuff underneath that built me to give myself and the brand more credibility.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a fact. But yo, we're gonna take a quick break. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna resume, right? Yo, we out here, man. We with our boy Kalviari. Yo, we about to get back into it in tune,
Facts.
man. As a fact. Jewel talk. Yeah, my fault. I wanted to do that when the. Okay, we back, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We back, man. So, Kalviari.
Yes.
I wanted to get into like how you got into your magazine, your digital magazine, Kalviari magazine.
All right, so last summer, I had a friend. She's already a part of the industry. Like, she does like engineering and stuff like that. And she would go to a lot of events, and I would peep her at different events, and I was like, yo, let me hit her up and see what's good, because I was already getting into the photography shit already because of my fashion line.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what, I want to do more with this. So then I hit her up. She invited me to come to an event with her. Went there, I got some dope pics, and I was like, this is kind of fire. And then I kind of thought about it, like, yo, maybe I should start a digital magazine and, you know, get pictures of artists, because I already went to certain events. Like, I went to a couple of Dave East events and took pictures of him. So I was already like, you know, let me continue, let me get the ball rolling. And then it got to the point to where I was getting nice with the picture editing and all that.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what, let me start a digital magazine. So I started that last year. I was going crazy, you know, so I'm trying to revamp that this year, but I want to get it to the point to where I actually sit down, interview people. You know, it's going to be a digital magazine, so it's going to be a whole YouTube, all that type of thing.
Oh,
you know?
shit,
That's
fire.
dope. That's fire. That's definitely fire.
Yeah, so I'm doing a whole bunch of different things. Like, I even want to, you know how certain people on YouTube and Instagram, they go to people on the streets and ask them questions. So I had an idea where I want to do the Wolf of Wall Street. So I want to go to, like, areas where people are in business and ask them questions to give people, you know, from our demographic ideas to be able to invest in stuff. Like, so I might go to Wall Street and ask somebody on Wall Street, so what investment tips would you give to someone who hasn't invested yet? Or what would you, you know, propose to invest in? And they would tell me right then and there, and then it's going to go right to my people, you know, and that's the Wolf of Wall Streets. And then I'll also go to Soho, ask people about what designers they like, what do they like about fashion. So I'm going to do it in different ways. Like I'm thinking of how I'm gonna do it, but it's an idea, and you know, that's the thing I try to tell people. If you want to create something, don't put yourself in a box. You gotta be able to evolve. You know, just because I started a clothing brand doesn't mean that's the only thing I know how to do.
Facts.
I know how to do a lot. You know, and I taught myself a lot, and I'm not scared to jump into different lanes because it's just me. You know, if
Versatile.
Exactly. So
That's a fact.
you got to be versatile, and that's just that wolf mentality, man. And that's what I try to push.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what I
a
mean?
fact.
So the wolf mentality is really, you know, that's a whole like everything I do sticks to the DNA of wolves. So anything I do has something to do with a wolf. Point blank, period. So I stick to the DNA. You know what I mean? And
that energy,
a lot
that wolf
of people
energy,
don't understand that you have to stick to the DNA in order to progress. You know what I mean? Because that's what people are going to know you for. You know what I mean? Anybody who knows me, they be like, oh, wolf, 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 wolf. Yeah, because I put that out there. You know
that's
what I
your
mean?
stamp.
It's a stamp. Just like with y'all, it's Jewel Talk.
Yeah.
I got the grills, that's the logo, like.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
I mean, people gonna resonate with that automatically. They're gonna be like, oh, that's a Jewel Talk podcast. Oh yeah.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? And that's what's gonna grow into. Cause
Uh-huh.
you know, that's where it needs to go.
And like, I wanted to go into like what is like really, like you said, like you talked about other things you do, like you're not sticking to one box, but like what is like your mission, like what is really your mission with your brand?
Right.
So like the whole mission for my brand is to mainly I just wanna, you know, connect with people out there that want more out of life. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know where to go or who to ask questions about things because they're scared to go outside the box. You know what I mean? If we can create a community where we keep connecting with creatives and stuff like that, then we're going to grow even bigger. You know what I mean? And that's what's more important. And that's really what I want to do. I want to keep growing and creating with people who are creative so we can just take over the world, you know, and that's how it should be.
No, that's a fact.
Collaborative,
Yeah, yo, we posted. I feel like it's
That's
dope.
how we
That's
build
what. That's how we building it, and that's
yeah.
why I feel like yo, we trying to like we work with like we try to like work with people that is in our area and stuff like that, and it's really dope because I feel like yo, once you get like the people that's around you in your vicinity to fuck with you, like bro, it's in tune, and I feel like everybody's doing something important. Like bro, yo, you never know, you know what I mean? You never know who's gonna become who. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
yo, bro, you gotta spread that love. Like everybody gotta work with each other and help each other. You know what I'm saying? And especially like us being, you know what I mean, all of us being from Long Island and stuff like that, man. We gotta really, you know what I mean, stick together and stuff like that. And because I feel like, bro, we get shitted on a lot. Like we still go through that, but like you know what I mean?
Crazy.
It's like, but it's like, yo, bro, we contributed a lot to the culture.
That's what I'm
Really
saying.
contributed a lot to the culture, and now we're the new generation. I feel like it hasn't been like something bubbling out of Long Island in a minute. So it's like, bro, like really made a crazy impact. So people's doing it, like you said, like we talked about it earlier, like the people that's coming up from your hood and everything and stuff like that.
NYC.
Gas NYC.
One of the Jesus, Ducky Confetti. A lot of people don't know that he's from Hempstead too. he made garments for Beyonce,
Wow.
Mary J. Blige. Like he's up there. He's out there.
And he's from Hempstead. Wow,
Hempstead.
That's crazy.
And
he owns. You say he owns.
It's called Ducky Confetti.
Oh,
He
Ducky
made those.
Confetti,
Remember those
okay.
first slides? Remember the first slides the Kardashians was wearing?
Nah.
He had
I never
those.
used
He
to
did
watch
like
his shows.
he did like the money roll for Beyonce. Like
Mm.
he really did some fire things.
crazy.
And it's overlooked. Like that's someone else that maybe I can reach out to that's from the town, you know. And it's like we have a lot of people from our area that made it to certain places that are still reachable. You know, sometimes we think that people are not reachable and we can't speak to certain people because, oh, I'm not cool with this person. They don't know me like that. Nah, you got to just reach out. You never know what's going to happen. It doesn't hurt.
Nah, that's real. Nah, damn,
The
you
answer's
putting me
always
on
no
like
if you don't
that's a
ask.
fact.
That's
Like
what I be saying.
you putting me on to a lot of like dudes that's really like came out of like Long Island
That's
for real,
what I'm saying.
That's a
Like,
fact.
And these are like they're a little older than you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, but they're still right there where it's like they're part of the culture too. And right now,
Facts.
you know, people are really making moves, and it's going like not unnoticed, but it's going unnoticed by our community because a lot of people don't know. They like you know, they just think, oh, that person just got famous or that person is connected to that person. No, they're from the same. They
From the same
they
place
grew up
you
around
from.
the corner from you.
Facts.
So you should be inspired by that, you know. And a lot of people don't realize that, you know, we have to be inspired by people that we actually know.
Yeah.
You know, like we look to these people who we never even met. But what about that person that was on the radio? What about the person that you know that's related to that person that had a podcast? You know what I mean? Like it happens like that.
It's a fact. Nah,
you made
really
a
gotta
good
get
point.
into
You made a
it.
good point because honestly, what's for me, speaking for me, what's really more motivating to me is like seeing people that, like, I just got connected to, or I see other people developing and like successful and stuff. That motivates me more than seeing a celebrity, and stuff like that. Because I don't know them from person.
Yo, bro, just
person
like and that's motivating because yo, bro, I want to get more in tune. Like you definitely, I would love for you to like plug me more in tune. Like I'm put me on to more people that's like doing that and stuff like that out of our town because like I want to really know and because that's inspiration. Like you said, like bro, these are I may not have known who you are initially, but the fact that you said they grew up like right there, like. I like, all right, it's possible. Like, it's really possible. Like, yo, bro, everybody can do something.
It makes it
bro.
more obtainable for someone to achieve anything when it's somebody either you know or somebody close to you.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's the thing. A lot of people don't realize that we can be inspired by each other. We just have to build each other up at the same time and not hate on each other. A lot of people don't realize that the hate is what kills creativity.
Facts.
You know,
Oh, man.
When you
That's
got
real.
people that hate on you for no reason,
That's
it's like, what am I supposed to do after that? Because you don't like me. You don't want to support what I'm doing. But if you didn't have that, you know, behind you and you was just looking at it like, yo, I want to know what made him want to do that? What made this person want to do that? Like, let me ask them. And then next thing you know, they doing the same thing. You know what I mean? And that's why I actually started a marketing company too. It's crazy. I got a whole bunch of
It's Wolf Print Marketing, right?
Yes. I got Wolf Print Marketing where I do custom clothes for people. So it's either I do custom clothes for businesses or custom clothes for events.
Okay.
So that's easy. And then I make logos for people. And I can also go into website design, e-commerce design, but you know, that's all things that could be discussed. And I have different price ranges for it, but in the same sense, I also want to create a course where I teach people how to do certain things too. So I want to teach people how to make their own logos, how to screen print, how to use a Cricut, you know, like just simple things, but you know, package it the right way. But it's, you know, it takes time. It takes time. But the marketing thing is definitely like, what people don't understand. When you create a service for people, you're always gonna be able to win.
Yeah.
Because now you're investing yourself into other people's dreams, you know, not just your own. And when you could create a custom shirt for somebody, a custom hat, next thing you know, you building their dream up. So that's when you're doing a bigger thing for people, you know. And I feel like And I mean, I'm actually in school for marketing right now. I'm taking classes in marketing.
Oh, wow.
Like in college.
Yo, I used to do that. I used to do that in NASA, but I dropped out.
You dropped out.
Yeah, but
you
you take what you need to learn.
Yeah, I did.
I
do
might
remember
go
that.
lie. I've been trying to get into like, you know, more production classes and stuff like that, just to like recording equipment, cause you know I'm a little bit more like in the hands-on with like the equipment and stuff than he is, cause I feel interested in that. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you gotta be. It gotta be, you know, you got your communicating, you got your engineering. That's how it's gonna, you know, everything needs to work that way. But you know, we all have to teach ourselves more and learn more about what we're trying to do. You know, because it's not easy. Nobody's gonna grab our hand and show us what to do.
Right.
You know, at the end of the day, we gotta teach ourselves.
Facts. So. That's a fact. No, that's a fact. Maceo, you know what I mean? Maceo definitely do. Like, he gets on me.
Yo,
I ain't gonna lie, because I really don't like he gets on me about editing and stuff, because I do a little bit, like, don't get me wrong, like, I do a little editing myself. I'm a little decent. I'm a beginner. Like, I'm not trash, but I'm a beginner.
I'm not that good.
Like, yeah.
If I had a better program, I would.
Yeah. You know what I mean? We make it do what it do.
I make it do what I have. But I might go hold you, Miles.
But Maceo be on me, like, he'd be like, yo, Maceo, you gotta do it like this, Miles. You gotta do it like this, Miles. Yo, add this, add that, add this, add that. And I'm like, yo, bro, I just be doing my shit to get through it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, but Maceo, he really like intricate detail and stuff, and I respect that. I respect that about him and stuff like that. So he really interested in, like, you know what I mean, more of the background, like really behind the scenes work.
And that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. You gotta do it like that. You know, and people don't realize that that's the way you gotta do it, man. Like, most definitely.
Real shit. Nah, that's a fact. Like, it's really for real. Like, we really gotta like do everything ourselves, man. And I really commend you, like, you know what I mean, because Maceo, you know what I mean.
Do you have a team behind you?
Yeah.
Nah, it's just me. It's just me, and I do everything, you know, on my own, and it works out.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
It definitely works out. It works out to where we, you know. And you always have to say we. Even if it is just you doing it yourself, you gotta say we, because you're trying to build a community at the end of the day. And the more you build a community, you'll have more people around you.
Yo, I forgot who I heard this from. Somebody I heard this either yesterday or 2 days ago. But he was like, yo, bro, you can't be, I think it was Mace. I think it was either Mace or Cameron. Because I was listening to $1 Million Worth of Game. No. It was Sauce Walker. It was Sauce Walker. I was listening to all three of them. That's why I said that. I was listening to all three of them at this, within the same day. But I was listening to Sauce Walker. He was like, yo, you cannot, everybody, you gotta like say, yo, nobody can be great by themselves. Like, you need greatness to be great. You know what I'm saying? You need to be with someone, like, you can't be like you can't be the smartest dude in the room and stuff like that. Yo, you need to be around great people in order to be great. You need somebody that's gonna put you on and stuff like that, and like drop jewels on you, drop knowledge on you. Like, really can teach you something, bro. And that's a fact. Like, I really feel that. I really feel what you're saying with that. And so I want to get into, you know what I mean, some topics that we had. And
what's your thoughts on? Cause actually you could start with this one, Mouse. Go to the gram and play that video.
Oh yeah, so
we saw that you liked this video that we also was interested in.
Yeah.
So he's gonna play it for you.
Okay, so I'm sitting here with my son. Disclaimer: I don't have any problem with the LGBT community. I have friends. I love y'all. But here's where I'm upset. I'm sitting here with my 1-year-old son, and we are watching, I think it's Blue's Clues. Anyway, it's on YouTube. And I'm not paying attention, but I'm listening about parade. Okay, cool. I look up on the screen, and it's literally, y'all. Do y'all see this?
My fault. Let me read that for. Rewind that for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show y'all on the
Yeah,
screen.
so we're gonna show y'all.
I'm gonna show y'all
So,
on the screen.
like, basically, let me just pause that real
Like,
quick.
I was
So basically, what they showed,
in
what she
little
showed, and everything
kids.
is that
a cartoon.
on the cartoon she said Blue's Clues that
That's Blue's Clues.
yeah she was like saying Blue's Clues. It was like a parade, but it was like a drag queen
Oh my
hosting the
God.
parade, and it's showing that on a kids show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do your thing,
So,
please.
you know what I mean? Like that. Like she's basically going into basically what we said. Basically, we talked about this before.
We wanted
and
to
we
hear
wanted to
what you-
get yeah,
we
we
wanted
wanted
to
to
get
hear
what
how you felt about that since you like that since you like that post. Like, do you feel the same way how we feel? Because we expressed that they're really trying to force, you know what I mean, that onto the kids early without giving it.
I
Like,
mean, yeah, when when we were growing up, you know, things weren't plastered into our faces like that. You know,
Yeah.
like it's now it's like it's such a freedom of expression that there's really no holds barred. You know, and then you have the internet. You have, you know, it's a toss up. You know, people really express themselves more than they ever did. Nobody is scared to come out the closet. Nobody is scared
Yeah.
to be, you know, what they want to be in life. So, you know, that's really what's going on. It feels forceful at times, and then, you know, like even with your kids, but you also have to understand in the same sense that this is what the world is right now, and the freedom of expression is here now. You know, it's no longer anything that's behind closed doors because you got the internet, which is like the gateway to everything. So you can't really put roadblocks on anything now. So I feel like I understand where people are coming from, where they feel like, oh, certain things are pushed, but you gotta also understand the environment that we live in. You know, these kids, they're expressing themselves more than ever, and we probably had certain, you know, things that we wouldn't do when we were younger. But these kids now, they don't care. They're just gonna do whatever they want, and then if they're seeing that's okay on the internet or on TV, they're gonna do the same. So it's not a bad thing. It just shows you how much the gates are open in life, where there's no, you know, there's nothing that's like held back from people.
held back, yeah, held back. You know, and it's like
I feel like
no, I have no problem. Like, bro, it's just that we was introduced to that in a little older shows. Like as we got older, like bro,
exactly.
like stuff like Family Guy and stuff like that. They had gay characters in that, but like I said, it was like for old. Yeah, it was like for old. You know what I mean? Like it was like for older shows and stuff like that. They're not putting that. They wasn't putting that in like
face.
you know in your face like that. That's like my only problem. Like cause bro, it's gay people in the world, bro. That's is what it is. But it's like, bro, like it's like it's like I feel like they're trying to like really like
make them decide early on that
like what it is like
what
you know what I mean, and a child
is.
can't like really make their own decisions at their
I know,
age like
that's
that.
what I'm saying. It's just a lot of confusion. You know, I wouldn't really say like it's the worst thing in the world, but I wouldn't say it's, you know, everything is so transparent now that it's no type of censorship. That's why you look at shows that's TV 14 and you think it's rated R from
Yeah,
Real
facts.
because that's what it is now.
Fact.
It's like TV 14 is rated R now and MA is rated R. Like it's like what's going on now? Like, but that's just where we are, and it's like, you know, what are we supposed to do about it at this point? You know, can we reverse what's already been? No, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, yo, honestly, all that was already, like you said, like it's just all now being put out there instead of being stuck in the closet. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, there's no more censorship to it.
Yeah, there's no censorship to anything anymore. Everything is free game.
That's a fact. And another topic I want to get into, want to switch topics, is Diddy. So Diddy recently said R&B is dead. You know what I mean? I want to get into this real quick because I also have another thing right before we get out of here. Like, this is going to be the last topic. Do you, he said R&B is dead. So, do you think the true essence of R&B went away and has it become too vulgar?
I feel like it's become too demeaning. Like, I feel like a lot of R&B is like, it's demeaning. You know, men just talking about smashing other people's girls and this and that. And, you know, in real life, like, that's not it.
Yeah.
You do that in real life, you gonna have a problem with somebody else dude and this and that. He gonna wanna beat you up and this and that. It's like
People get killed.
Make it
Some
fun.
people get
Yeah,
killed.
like
right for that, bro. Like, and it's like you know, the real essence of R&B was like real love, like people making love songs about being in love.
Yo,
You know, like you
OJ's "We Cry Together."
That's what I'm
song.
saying. You listen to 70s.
That
I
song
listen
is-
to 70s and 80s R&B, and it puts me in a good mood. Like my favorite song is the Gap Band "Outstanding." I listen to that song and put me in a good mood.
Facts.
You know,
Facts.
you listen to Prince and put you in a good mood. You listen to Michael Jackson, put you in a good mood.
Facts.
You listen to like Chris
It's-
Brown.
Yo.
you start feeling
I
you
still
start
love Mike,
you start
man.
feeling some
Still
things
love Mike.
in your heart, in your mind, like damn.
Yeah,
where'd
it make you
start
think.
from?
It make you think.
Yeah.
Bro. That shit. When I heard, like I said, I love that song. Oh, that song is like a really deep song because I don't even have it shorty right now. But that shit just got me thinking like, damn, it got me in my bag. Like, damn, like, you know what I mean? That shit got you in your bag, yo.
Nah, have you Mike, yo. We can work this out.
Yeah, we go.
Oh, like you in the room, you got carpet in the room, you trying to do a spin turn
Yo,
and
bro,
sing.
that's a
Like,
fact. That's a fact.
That's when you listen to old R&B, but then you listen to his new R&B, you like
Yo, bro, it's
you
not
about to
even
go in the
yo,
club
bro.
and wrestle somebody like.
Bro, the way even like, for example, I'm not gonna lie, cause Chris Brown even changed how his music is. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really listen to like his like a lot of his just cause it's just like a bunch of like you know like you said fucking bitches and this and that. You know that whole rock star lifestyle. Like he's not like he's a smooth nigga, but he don't be on that smooth shit no more. He's on some savage shit. Like
it's
they don't want
because
that savage
the
shit.
time we're in now is like women's getting a lot of bread, and they in these rap videos saying fuck this nigga,
Oh, so that's
F-R-E-E, fuck
yeah. So
nigga
it's just our
free,
response. So it's our response like that.
Yes.
Cause I'm not gonna lie, you know
Yes.
hip hop was doing that. You know we was like we used to have the you know what I mean bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks and all that shit like that. So you know what I mean like it's crazy like it's crazy how like music but R&B I feel like with R&B like it was I thought it was always supposed to stay like that because hip hop was like you know what I mean hip hop was always flashy. Hip hop was always flashy and shit like that in your face with the women, money, jewels. You know what I mean? But like with the R&B, it always kept like you know what I mean. Gave you that vulnerable side. Gave you that vulnerable side. Like made you like reflect. That's that
that's what I
reflecting
was
music.
feeling what
you know
Diddy
I mean?
said. I was feeling with that when we saw that video yesterday, it still resonated with me. I'm listening to Eric Bellinger today, like
Yeah.
I never really listened to Eric Bellinger.
You know what's
Nah.
crazy? The Gotta Move On song, there's no bass in that song at all. It's just like it's just that's it. That's how old R&B was sometimes. They didn't even have bass lines to it. They
Facts.
just had an instrument and a singer.
No,
A lot of people not doing that now.
Nah, that's a fact. Nah.
I thought Tory Lanez was on that for a little bit.
He
though.
is.
He's on it though.
He's
on
up
it.
there, but he keeps doing these ratchet activities.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
throwing
bro,
him
bro,
off.
keep getting involved in the bullshit, bro. Cause
Yeah.
Tory Lanez, I fuck with Tory Lanez.
He's one of
Like,
the best
that's a
out right
fact.
now.
Yeah, Tory.
Fuck
My top three is probably
And
Tory Lanez.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't listen to Bryson Tiller, but
Tory
he's bringing that back.
Bryson
Bryson
Bryson's
Tiller,
bringing
yeah.
that back.
And also what's his name?
Division.
Jacquees.
Jacquees,
Jacquees fell
he
off.
beat really?
He
Really
fell
feel
off
like
now,
that?
but he was hot for him.
Yeah, I fuck with Jacquees.
Because he bad. Then you got this other couple songs. I forgot on his album that he dropped, but I used to be in tune with a couple of his songs, and I'm like, yo, damn, bro, like nah,
Yeah, Jacquees he's fire, but you know, you still got other people that's better than him.
I feel you.
Like you got what's the dude that got the Blast? Blast is
Mm.
fire.
Yo,
Blast.
I probably know a song because they play his song on the radio.
Blast
They
got
play
that
it, yo.
song. He got a couple songs.
I never really listened because I'm not gonna lie. I listen to like old R&B. When I get into my like I'm a hip hop head, so when I do listen to R&B, I listen to like the old shit. So I need to get more. I be trying to get more in tune with like the new fellas and shit like that. Cause I really listen to R. Kelly's and listen to Trey songs and shit like that. Like the dudes that's been out and shit like that. I need more of the news. I need to see what the new dudes.
You gotta
is
go back to Jamie Foxx real quick.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
Hell yeah, man.
Had
That's a
that
fact.
He had a
song.
good run. He was
Yeah,
on.
he had a good run. He definitely
I
had a
was
good
listening to it the other day. What's the song with T-Pain?
Blame it on alcohol.
Blame
Yeah.
It. And then he had Gold Digger. And he had what's his
And
name? Kanye.
missing no. She got her own. She
Oh,
got
Neo.
Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot about
with
that
Neo,
song too.
yeah.
Then he had the song with Drake.
Nah, that's a fact.
He had the song. He had two
That song
songs
with
with
Drake?
Kanye. Yeah, he had a song with Drake.
You know this artist. He's back. He's old artist, but I remember I used to listen to him with Lil Wayne song. It was called Down by Jay Sean.
Yeah,
Jay Sean.
Jay Sean was Bruno Mars before Bruno Mars.
Yo, that's a fact. Yo, yeah, I remember Jay Sean. That's a fact.
Jay Sean was official. He was coming out there with the biker jackets.
That's a
and
fact.
the numbers.
Damn, he said he was Bruno Mars for Bruno Mars. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's funny.
For real.
Yo, son, yo, before we get out of here, man, like, yo, I really want you, like, yo, you dropped jewels this whole interview, my brother. Like, I ain't gonna lie, you really said a lot of insightful things. Like,
I appreciate
definitely was feeling everything you was saying. But can you give our viewers about anything, like, you know, what's a jewel like you can really give our viewers before you get out of here?
I mean, you know, the main thing you want to do is, if you have something that you're interested in doing, you gotta do your research on it. And I always preach this to anybody. You have the internet as your source of school, so it's YouTube University. You know what I mean? You want to learn how to do anything, go on YouTube, watch a bunch of videos, do your research, learn the history of it. Once you learn the history of things, then you understand how certain things went, and you add your own sauce to it, and that's it. And that's how you become successful in life. And people don't understand that. They think that, oh, we gotta follow this, you gotta follow that. No, you have to add your own sauce to it, and that's how you become wealthy.
That's
you know what I mean? You can do what other people are doing, but add your own sauce. And a lot of people don't understand that having swag and adding your own swag to things is what really separates you from everybody else.
What makes you unique, because nobody can be you.
And that's it. And it's that easy. And it's like, yeah, we all gonna have different paths. Not everyone's gonna make it right away where it's gonna be like, yo, like, you come up with this, tomorrow you rich. Or I'm getting mad bread. And it's not just about money. You gotta think about the impact that you're leaving. You gotta think about what people are gonna associate you with, because that's what's more important. You don't want to just think about the monetary value. You want to think about what impact you can really have on the world, period. You know, and a lot of people, they follow dreams for the wrong reasons.
Right.
You know, y'all saying, hey, y'all following your dreams because this is what you want to do. Y'all not doing it to make, you know, bread. Of course you want to do something to help out your family and change your situation.
Facts.
But you're also super interested in this, and you're willing to go out the box to do and get where you need to be.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's all you gotta do.
That's a fact. No, that's a fact. I really like.
Oh, you got a minute.
I really like that, man. I really like that.
Let me just press it. No, it's good. It's good.
So, nah, man, that's real. That's real. What you said, man. Like, and that's for real. Like, yo, everybody, I really realized, like, you know what I mean. I just want to piggyback off of what you're saying, yo. Everybody's doing everybody does everything. You know what I'm saying? Everybody does everything, bro. But it's like, how you gonna do it? Like, what is your take? Because, bro, like, for example, you just like Air Force Ones. Like, you see how that shit, but everybody flips it. Everybody have their own thing, bro.
Absolutely.
So it's like, I really feel what you're saying, bro. Because, hey, man, you see how much the podcast game blew up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that shit, and I let that not discourage me, because I'm like, bro, at the same time, like, it's just all about your personality. Like, people gotta fuck with you for you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's real shit. That's really real shit, man. And, my brother, I really want to thank you for really coming here and giving us your time to, like, pull up, man. And I just want you to plug everything in, really let the people know you see what is going on here. Yo, make sure, put that to the camera, my boy. Yeah, you got yours right there. Put that to the camera. You out here, man.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir.
From a gambit.
That's a fact, man. So, where can the people find you?
They can find you.
First and foremost, the website is Kalviari.com. So that's KALVIARI.com. You can follow us on Instagram at Kalviari. You can follow at Kalviari Magazine, at Kalviari Youth, at Kalviari Femme. I have different pages for different things, and that's one of the things that I didn't even touch. My brand is for everyone, men, women, children. This season, I'm about to focus on women, And the merchandise I'm gonna make for the women is gonna be so fire.
You gotta cater to the women, man.
It's gonna be so fire.
Hell yeah.
And the way I'm gonna roll it out is gonna be even more fire because I'm gonna work with certain people and make it look so good that people are just gonna go, okay, we take him seriously now.
It's a fact.
And this is the year. This is the year to do it. But yeah, so that's everything, man. Like, you can follow me everywhere. You can put Kalviari in Google. It's gonna come up.
That's a fact, man. And I wish you much success, brother. Much success, man. I see you, just getting to know you because, you know what I mean? This is like our second time really interacting with each other, man. And just by just getting to know you, man, you're a really deep dude. Like, I really got to know you more. And I, you know what I mean? And I don't want to continue this relationship, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we continue this relationship and everything and, like, stay in tune with each other, man. That's a fact, man.
Make some custom merchandise.
That's a fact, man. Yo, bro, we really trying to do something here, man. That's a fact, man. So, yo, bro, thank you again, my brother.
I appreciate you coming down.
Appreciate you.
Real talk.
Yo, man. I'm your boy, hold on. Yeah, back. Make some love like Miles. You just be wanting to end it, nigga. We got a plug, nigga. Plug everything.
You
talk that talk, Maceo.
You can follow Jewel Talk on Instagram at JWL Talk. You can also find
JWL Talk.
JWL Talk, yes sir. You can also find this on Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts,
yes,
Podcast Index. And I said YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe
YouTube.
button.
Yeah, hit that subscribe button.
Share, follow, all that. IG, you know what I mean?
Finesse Leo is coming
I'm
out.
Working, man. Yo, bro. Life, yo, bro. You gotta remember, I do a lot, y'all. Y'all forgive me, man. I do a lot. So I'm really trying to like take the time to really sit down and keep writing, because you know the inspiration gotta come is art. I really take it seriously. Some days if I ain't feeling it, I can't just force it. So some like I be doing a lot, man. I was writing the other night though, yo. But I'm on my last track, y'all, for my very first tape, because this is the first time I ever wrote a full length project. So
I even coming, hear all the tracks yet.
Yeah, man. Like it's really coming, man. Like I've been putting it. I'm really working, man. I'm new to this shit, like in the sense of really doing this shit, but I'm working, bro. So you know what I mean? It's coming.
That's how it should be.
Yo, we really got something special coming for y'all, man. With the tape, man. Ooh, we got something special.
Don't tell nobody
yet. You know what I mean? Don't tell nobody yet, man. It's coming, man. Just watch out for it. But man, we're going to end it here again. Thank you, Calvin, for coming through. Episode 85, man. We are out here. I'm your host, Finesse Leo.
I'm your host, Mason the Mike.
And this has been Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Spit nothing but jewels, you heard. We out of here. Peace.
That was fire.
Listen. It's Jewel Talk. I swear life is a roller coaster. Speeding in and out of lanes, I can't get pulled over. I speak reality like when an addict gets sober. Knowledge infinite, so my quest is never over. Hopping in and out of Range Rovers, blowing my trees. Yes, indeed, the type of situations I need. I love the breach, but I could never get with the greed. The car into your red guts like when pussy bleed. How you expect like the growth?